What's up, YouTube? Yes, I am a rapper.
Forget about that, I got better things to talk about, like standing up for all these kids that suffer from self-doubt.
And shoot, man, you already know I be playing games.
See what happened to Cena now as it just happened to me.
Oh, they're through. They're coming through. Launchpad.
These kids are fucking fuming.
They are pissed, bro. All right, check it out, you guys. So this is another episode in the Phasmophobia Equipment Guide series, and the item that we are about to talk about is the very last item that we are talking about within the main equipment portion of the series. The next portion of the series that we'll be getting into is the optional equipment. Although I will be talking about one of the optional equipment items in this episode, as well as one of the main equipment items in this episode as well. Once again, this series was inspired by Coozie. I know I definitely forgot to mention that in the last couple or few videos that were posted, so make sure you guys go check him out by clicking the links to his channels in the description below and give him his flowers, because he's a really talented creator and a really good dude as well. So make sure you give him some love and show him some support. So today we're going to be talking about two items. As I said, we're going to be talking about the video camera and the tripod. I figured since these two items go hand in hand with each other, that I would talk about them both at the same time. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I say here. Let's stop talking the talk. Let's walk the walk. Alrighty, you guys, we are in the truck. We are over here at Tanglewood, and let me describe the custom difficulty that I'm playing on. Right now, I'm playing on a custom difficulty. I chose the preset for Nightmare mode. The only difference is I have the breaker turned on, but not visible on the map. I have both the sanity and activity boards both on and working, and I have all three evidence types. So that just saves me a lot of time and keeps me from dying, so I can explain these items in full to you without the worry of forgetting anything. Anyway, you guys see what I see? We got ourselves the tier 1 video camera, and we got ourselves a tier 1 tripod. So with the tripod, I mean, it's literally just, it's like I said earlier, it's an optional piece of equipment to have, because when you're holding the tier 1 video camera, like, it's an old beat down video camera, let's be real, like, this is what they used in Paranormal Activity 1, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, don't even try to fact check me on that, because I know I'm wrong. But when you go out, it opens up, and if you right click or whatever button it is for you to use to activate something, it will go into night vision mode, and you can see through the screen pretty well. I would say when you're playing solo, there's not really any need to place it on a tripod, in my opinion. Like I said, the tripod is an optional piece of equipment, but let's go ahead and place it on the tripod. And I don't know what button you guys use to place things. I use F, but it could be different for everybody else. So I use F to place it on the tripod, and now I'll pick up the tripod, and we'll go outside of the truck and look at the difference in the size of the screen that we were just looking through. So, like, look how tiny it is, and then we pick it up, and then it's much larger. So, I mean, it's completely up to you, completely up to what you prefer. If you want to carry it on the tripod and that feels comfortable to you, feel free to do it, you know? There's no harm, no foul. I'm going in without a flashlight because we can honestly see just fine through the lens. And this is usually really good to use whenever you have a weekly challenge where you don't have working flashlights, but you have video cameras. You can literally just walk around with the video camera in hand and just, you know, okay, it touched a door near us. That was not creepy at all. So, video cameras are a very good way to try to find ghost orbs. a lot of myself and my teammates, we always try to search for ghost orbs through the video camera, because in night vision mode, what the heck is it in here? In night vision mode, it's going to find the ghost orb within the ghost room unless the ghost orb is non-existent. One thing I do want to note for you guys is when it comes to the mimic will show you a fake ghost orb. So typically, the ghosts within the game have 3 evidence types. The mimic has 4. That ghost orb, that fake ghost orb, would be that 4th evidence type. So on top of the mimic having spirit box, ultraviolet, and freezing, you need to look out for that ghost orb as well, because it will trick you, because there are multiple ghosts that have ghost orb evidence. So you always need to be sure anytime you have ghost orb evidence to check for anything related to the mimic, whether if it's spirit box, UV, or freezing. Because once you get that 4th evidence type, that tells you it's a mimic. So always watch out for that, always check for that. So yeah, this is the tier 1 video camera. Obviously, it's not the greatest. I mean, you've heard me say that about tier 1 gear before, but with the tier 1 camera, you can honestly place it on any flat surface. So you can place it like right here, and if you go back into the truck, you'll be able to see it through the monitor, which we can actually do right now. Let me grab the tripod right here. The thing with the tripods is the ghost is actually capable of knocking over the video camera on the tripod. I've had that happen before, and it's honestly one of the most annoying things ever, because if you're playing solo and you have your video camera on a tripod and you come into the truck to go check out like where the ghost is in the room, and you see your camera knocked over, and you can turn on and turn off night vision mode on the keyboard as well, I forgot to mention. And you can change your camera view by clicking on the mouse. But yeah, you can turn night vision on and off by clicking on the keyboard and what have you. So yeah, that's the tier 1 camera and tier 1 tripod in a nutshell. You do have to point the camera at the tripod, so you got to make sure your little reticle is pointing down at the like I'll point at the flashlight as an example. You'll point your camera at the tripod and you'll place it on the tripod. When it comes to the tier 1 tripod, it can be knocked down by the ghost with ease. It will smack it like it just caught you cheating on your wife or some shit, and it will smack the shit out of the tripod and knock it to the ground with no problem, no issue at all. So that's the tier 1 video cam and tripod. Let's move on to tier 2. Alrighty, you guys, we are back here in the truck. Let's take a look at this tier 2 tripod. And let's take a look at this tier 2 video cam. I'm pretty sure, and I want to say, you guys can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but this tier 2 video camera is the original video camera that they used back in the OG Phasmo days. But let's take a look at it. Let's go and take a look outside. A medium-ish screen, a lot more clearer than the tier 1. Night vision mode is more of a black and white look, not that weird green look that you saw with the tier 1. And obviously we'll go inside and we'll just have a little look around with the tier 2 video cam. Again, you can search for ghost orbs with this camera. It's a lot more clear than the tier 1. Still a little fuzzy, but you know that it is what it is, and it's not terrible. You know, it's honestly not a bad video camera to have. And you know, we did use this in an old video that I posted a while back, where my friends and we only had video cameras. It was the 4 of us. We all had video cameras, and we went to the prison map to just walk around the prison map to see how long we can survive for. And that was a truly terrifying video. If you want to watch it, please make sure you click the info tab on the top right-hand corner to go watch it and see for yourself. Anywho, let me show you guys what this looks like on the tier 2 tripod right now. Alrighty, so just like the tier 1 tripod, we will place this down. You'll grab your video camera and you will point it at the tripod. I can demonstrate this for you guys right now, and you will place it right onto the tripod. Perfect. So now I want to show you guys a very large key difference when it comes to the... Oh, perfect. You're in this area? Wonderful. All right, let's just put it right here. Perfect. Now let's go back to the truck. I want to show you a feature with the tier 2 tripod that's actually kind of cool. So we're gonna switch our camera view. I don't remember if this was a feature before the Eventide update, but you can actually rotate the camera. And it's actually super sick. Because, like, let's say you need to look at other parts of the room to try to find the ghost orb. Now you can do that without even being in the room. Tier 1, you were not able to do that. Tier 2, you are able to do that. There's a little bit less of a knockdown chance with the tier 2 tripod, but it will still knock down the tripod. If anything, it will smack it and you'll just watch it tip a little bit, but it'll still stay up. Unless the ghost is really pissed off, then it will knock it down to the ground. But there's a little bit less of a knockdown chance with the tier 2 tripod, and you can rotate it, which is honestly a pretty cool feature for it to have. But yeah, that's tier 2 in a nutshell. Let's move on to tier 3, baby! Alrighty, you guys, we're back in the truck, and we are looking at our freaking ginormous news cameras that take up at least a third or so of the screen. But tier 3 video cam, this is what we got, baby. Look at this monster. Look how clear that picture is. We can right click and the freaking night vision is super clear, super nice. And you can see into the house so much more better versus the tier 2 and 1. Honestly, super gorgeous, super easy to see. And if you don't find any ghost orbs on this camera, then either they're not possible or you just suck. I'm kidding, I love you guys. Oh, there we go, we have a ghost orb, look at that. I promise you guys, this ghost is not a paid actor. Let's go place this video camera on a tripod, and I'll talk about the tripod as well. The tier 3 tripod, the ghost can try to knock this tripod down, but because of how beefy the tripod is, dog, it ain't just gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. So let's place this on our tripod, and let's go capture the news. So when this is on the tripod, you can see that the screen is significantly smaller. However, the night vision is still super clear. I would say the screen is just as big as the tier 1 or tier 2 screen when it's on the tripod. Where did that ghost orb go? Is that a fake ghost orb? Are we dealing with a mimic? Let's go back into the truck. And what I will say about the tier 3 that doesn't really help it stand alone, it functions the same way as the tier 2. Oh, there it is. I just saw it. Come on, say play peekaboo. Anyway, so it functions the same way as the tier 2 as far as rotation. It's just a lot stronger and more durable than the tier 2, which causes it to not be able to be knocked down to the ground as easy as the other video cameras and tripods and such. Video cameras are a very useful tool, and they're really good to have, so just shut the door. We love that. But yeah, that's all the video cameras and tripods in a nutshell for you. Anyways, you guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of the Phasmophobia Equipment Guide series. I really appreciate all the love and support on the episodes that have dropped recently. You guys are crazy, you guys are awesome, and I love you all. Thank you all so much. Please make sure you leave a like on this video and leave a comment down below if I taught you something new, or if you want to share any info that you have about the tripods or video cameras. Please share them in the comments down below, and I'll make sure to respond to each and every single one of you. Once again, this series was inspired by Coozie, another content creator when it comes to Phasmophobia and other games. Please make sure you guys go and check him out and show him the love and support that he deserves. He's a great content creator and a really great guy, so please make sure you click the links to his channel down below. And also, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It helps me out more than you even know, and make sure you ring that bell to get notified whenever a new video drops. If this is the first episode that you are seeing of the equipment guide series and want to see more, please click the playlist on the right hand side to check out all the other episodes in their entirety. And right below that, please make sure you watch the funniest Phasmophobia video out there where we play games with nothing but laughter and yeah. Anyways, thank you guys. That's all I got for you. I appreciate you. I love you. Take care of yourselves. See you in the next one. Peace.